Now I'm back, and that was actually about 10 seconds. So I kind of lied to you. But, let's see. So we're in the Frostback Mountains. This is where the dwarves live. As you can see, dwarf statue. Statue of the Paragons. Now, this is when things get a little long. Oh, mage. Nope, this one. Hi, bitch. Alright, you archer. Right in the suckers. Thank you, Alistair. Backstab. Got a critical hit on you. The Bounty Hunters. Any of them Boba Fett? Now, of course, because, you know, there is an issue here in the Frostback Mountains, and the issue circulates around
May the ancestors protect us.
the king. Ooh. Ooh, got some shilvers. Hi, surface dwarf. Hi, dwarf. There's Fatin.
Step right up, friend.
Now, it's better when you take Sten with you at this point, because then he threatens him and shit.
New armor and weaponry east of Orlais. Oh, you've heard of me. What have you heard? And just so you know, some of my competitors have been trying to besmirch my sterling reputation. Canary? I'm afraid I don't know the word. Oh, them. Well,
Yeah, I know your game.
Here. I had one sort.
Can't lie to
I
me.
sold it already. A collector. I can't go telling you all about my paying customers.
I also have to give a
It's not
notice of
ethical.
termination to one of the
And
guys
two,
here.
It's bad for business. A lot of my
There's one here,
customers
there's
are
one I
sensitive
think,
types.
and I think, no, I
Don't
think
want
there's one
their
here and two in
personal
Denerim.
business related to every strange
Something like that.
weapons along. If I'd known he was still breathing, I would have used a knife. I mean, I'd have been more careful. Redcliffe. The guy
That's when you
before
get to
me lives in
Redcliffe, then he'll give it to
He's
you.
a collector, a dwarf named
Redcliffe's a
Tweed.
pretty interesting town. There's some
Don't
places you
want
can
any
go and
trouble.
recruit, and
If you
it's
see that
pretty
giant,
nice.
tell him I
I'll
don't
show you.
have it, would you? I don't, I swear. Andraste bless you, friend.
Get back in sync here.
And the maker, my brother. Best be careful.
Got to give a notice of termination. There you are.
What can I do for
You're
you?
fired.
This ought to be
You're
interesting.
fired.
Such diction. This man is a true scholar and rhetorician. I am
Oh,
honored
thank
to be
you
fired
so
by one
much.
such as he. Good day.
That's one.
Oh, you wish to talk to me?
Every dwarf's got a lot to say. I think shopping alone in the dwarven land is gonna
Someone has to. Trade with other
is gonna
races
take up
to
most of the
dry
time in this one.
We surfacers are Orzammar's
And in case you're wondering, I always go with Haramont because Balin turned on his brother or sister, depending on who you made into the dwarf noble.
Maybe it'll change by the
And
time
I
we
never
see
really liked that.
Twice a year. I'm confined to a trade stall in the commons, but I see enough. It's very closed in. My grandfather says I've lost my stone sense. I was born topside. I don't remember having it. Best of luck to
I
you.
should go. I should go. Yep, as you can see, there's an issue. There's an issue. There's an issue at the door.
cannot allow entry at this time.
King Logain demands the allegiance of the Desher, or lords, or whatever you call them in your
Is that an
I
apostate?
am his appointed messenger.
I believe
don't care
that
if you're
person
the
is not in the
king's wife.
circle. That makes
Orzammar
that
will
person
have
an
none but its own
apostate, you
until our
bastard.
throne is settled.
Who doesn't? If I don't get in, no one should.
Orzammar has no king. Endrin Idukan returned to the stone not 3 weeks ago, sick over the loss of his sons. The assembly has gone
Nice
through a
cornrows,
dozen
by the way.
votes without agreeing on a successor.
Just thought I'd
If
say
it is
that.
not settled soon, we risk a civil war.
Wait, who are you to speak for Ferelden? You're no messenger to Logain. That's for certain.
Yeah, they speak for Logain, which means they speak for dead people.
The Wardens killed King Kaelin and nearly doomed Ferelden. They're sworn enemies of King Logain.
Well, that is the royal seal. That means only the assembly is authorized to address it. Grey Warden, you may pass.
You're letting in a traitor? And a foreigner? In the name of King Logain, I demand that you execute this stain on the honor of Ferelden.
Should I intimidate them, or...
You'll hear of this. King Logain will
That's
see
it.
you quartered.
Get out of here. Although
You
I
are
don't get
free to
those
enter
experience
Orzammar,
points.
Grey Warden, though I don't know what help you will find.
I do have to say, I like the way the dwarves handle their politics. Alright, so... We're here in Orzammar. There's the Paragons. Where are the Paragons? Take. These are the Paragons. The dwarves, you'll find out, they don't believe in gods. They believe in
Now that
Paragons and ancestors, as I've said before. So you're not going to listen to any maker talk here except for one place. Okay.
I see.
Now we go into the commons. And the way the way the dwarves handle it is they say, we must negotiate our peace, our trade pacts. Otherwise, I'll take my mace and plunge it into your face. You know, it's good stuff. Good politicking. You're gonna pay for what you said, you fat ass. And it's like swords flying everywhere. Here's Orzammar, and like I said before, get ready, because this is all you're going to see for a while. Underground, lava, and more underground, and more lava, and there's Harrowmount,
None of it is carried.
voiced over by Zaid.
Or as now, when someone tries using the assembly to pull a coup. Who's to say what my father said in his final hours?
Are
When
you
the
the
usurper
destructive
Harold
little bitch
was the
like
only
that?
one by his side.
I'll have you
We're
thrown
at the
in
Krogan
prison.
DMC.
You've bitten off more than you can chew.
Handlers, separate these dashers in the diamond quarter. I will not have Balin incite a riot.
Oh, there they go, taking out their weapons. I have to say, as a dwarf with heavy armor, that was... You should have fought back after that one. A little axe like that.
I won't have fighting in the commons, especially in front. Vieta, surfacer. I'm bid to let you walk the commons, but keep your place. Warden or not, I want order. Surface problems. Well, we have no king to hear you. You can join the shouting at the assembly in the Diamond Quarter.
The dwarves face the blight on a daily basis.
Lords bickering over sand.
They do, you know.
Balin,
It's true, you know.
Harrowmont. Is one so different? No paragons here. They've caged themselves for fear of each other. As you've seen, keeping order down among us working.
I like the shopkeep that
No place for
that
a proper
wants
lord.
Balin.
Balin
I'll take
speaks
your
through
gold.
his
You're good for that.
Bartag Gavorn in the assembly. Lord Harrowmont speaks through
Oh yeah, and this is where you get the nug farmer that goes, "Good on you, stranger." by the Paragons?
Truly, you're lost in all that sky. They are the best of us, declared living ancestors. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. See,
Yeah,
that's
man,
why
that
you
means
want
do your
to
damn
circus
job.
Seeing our worst, you'll think that's all we are.
Keep people in check.
But busy, and the tavern never
Let
closes.
order reign.
Bad blood is usually kept to the proving. Should toss Balin and Harrowmont in there. Sort this all out in a hurry. Personal battle.
Yeah, you give me a whole bunch of exposition, aren't you?
The surfacer to understand. If you must be our warden, at least know us. Go to the Shaper of Memories in the Shaperate, the true bright spot in the Diamond Quarter. Yes, you should.
I should go. Now, let's do some shopping. Oh yeah, this place has got a shitload of lore and
Welcome
codex.
to Jan R. Family Armorers. I must say, you look like our type of people. Looking for a new set of mail. At Jan R's, we have everything from leather
Every
to platinum.
fantasy world has dwarves that are always proud of stuff.
I stay out of politics. It's not good for a smith to get the attention of those who grant vendors licenses. Lord Harrowmont's a fair man. My father did business with him, and he always paid on time.
I'm a dwarf. I'm
Lucky
stout
I
and
did
proud
such
of my
service
people.
well. If it is the ancestors' wisdom to keep them on the throne, I cannot.
My family's lasted for generations.
I, for 100
See, with the dwarves, they have this thing where you're born under a specific caste, and you can't really break out of that.
integrated into the query.
So you become a paragon if you do something to help the community. There's also the
Not a smith yourself.
smith caste, like the warrior caste. Like it depends on what you're born into and what you can actually do to help. And if you can do a lot to help, then they like you. If you can't, then they don't give a shit about you. That's really what it is. Yeah, okay, now, let's go out here. His daughter's around here. She wants to be a mage, or she wants to study to be a mage, even though she can't actually be a mage, because dwarves don't have it. Oh, this is Filda, whose son's wandering the deep roads. She's also voiced over by Gianna
Did you make an
Parsini.
offering for the ancestors? Although, I can't imagine your ancestors
But
reside
this
in
is
the
an
stone.
Noveria.
My name is Vilda, widow of Turok of the Smith caste. I pray here every day for my son Rock. I only
I'll
wish I
see to
knew
it that
whether
you never
it
work in
was
this sector
for a
again.
safe return, or for the ancestors to accept his soul.
Yes, yes, I do know all these
It was 5
friggin'
years
lines.
ago.
And some of them are
He
just
was only a
obscure.
youngster. He
Like,
joined a deep roads excursion. the
what's
only
that
Smith
charming
to go
human
with the
expression?
warriors to
Fly
repair
in the
their own.
ocean?
He was so proud.
That's all part of the Noveria
Separated somehow.
quest.
When they came home, he wasn't with them. How?
Like, Mass Effect and Dragon Age Origins had a lot of things in common, including,
Warden.
of
So
course,
you could do
the
it.
long
Only wardens face the deep roads without a company packing them. Oh, thank you.
individual
The
missions.
ancestors finally heed my prayers.
Where Mass Effect had, you know, Noveria and Pharos and Ilos and all that stuff. This has this, Dalish,
Please, find me as soon as you return.
Circle, all that, all that garbage. Garbage. Oh, this is brother, whatever his name is. No matter what you do, he ends up getting killed anyway, so it's really no big deal.
I'll trust Vala, stranger. You must be the Grey Warden we heard about. Welcome to Tapstone.
Like I said, you should have seen my
I'm Cora,
dwarven
your hostess.
noble.
How may I serve you?
She was hot.
So you come to Tapsters? I guess you're not asking for anything official, or you'd be at the
Alistair was
shipwreck,
actually trying to
but
get
I
with
can
her.
certainly give you a mole's eye view. It's the Bureau of all the Shapers in Orzammar, led by the Shaper of Memories.
There's a whole lot of
They come
places
from
we
the
can hit
surface, I guess
in
you'd call them
Orzammar.
scars.
Don't you worry.
They keep all of our
And you're
records
going to
logged,
see them all.
apologies.
And then when you're done
Questions
seeing them
about
all, you're going
Orzamar's
to see
history,
the deep
and don't mind
roads.
answers in words as long
And
as
that's
your
going to be a
leg
lot of fun,
is
isn't it,
good to go.
kiddies?
He'd be in the Diamond Quarter. Pardon, the Nobles District. Upstairs from here.
Now this also leads to another
The nobles
phenomenal
stay upstairs, except
Macedonian.
when they're
Another
slaughtered.
phenomenal
We find the
character, and that is
assembly there,
Ogren.
the palace, the Shaperate, and plenty of estates. Down from here is just Dust Town or the mines, so my recommendation is avoid. It's not
Ogren's
part of
just
the city,
great
just
in every
small
way.
tunnels where the castlists build their nests. No one goes there if they can help it. But if you want fun, your best bet is the Proving. A Grey Warden is always welcome in Tapsters.
Looks like they're putting on a show.
Told him I don't understand why the proof. Lord Dennick Helmy.
Hey, you shouldn't be
honored
hanging out with these
Desher of
grunts and these
Orzammar Assembly
low
and
lives. You should be up in the
terrible
Diamond Quarter.
disappointment to my esteemed mother, who doesn't like me spending time in taverns. You understand what I'm saying, right? On the surface, there are no castes, and it works
We'll
fine.
get there
Am I
too.
right,
Then we'll
Warden?
get to the lower end.
Very good. I guess someone already told you I was good for nothing.
They're run by
Tapsters.
by royalty,
Or
but
did they leave
there's
off the
also
greatest
an
shame to ever
assembly
fall upon the
that helps
assembly?
decide things.
I've always liked that. You know, most smiths and tavern keeps would make decent.
And like I
dishes
said, the only
with very
character I
good
haven't
chance
played
of a
as
seat
is
in
the
assembly.
dwarven outsider.
Orzammar is so mired in tradition, no one bothers asking if
The
casts are
casteless.
even necessary. Badly. Oh, you're serious? Well, it's simple, I guess. The king and elected deshers of the assembly are at the top. Then it's the nobles. Then the warriors and all the craftsmen. At the
The
bottom,
dwarves are
the
pretty
servants.
interesting people too. It's
Castless and criminals are below
nice to
even
hear
that.
what they have to say
Your
and how
caste
they
is
say it.
determined by that of your
Very
same-sex
interesting
parent.
stuff.
And that's where you stay your whole life. Whatever your
I do have to admit that
me and
that
79 other fine
these
standing
older
examples
games
of
do
someone who's born into every
look
privilege.
better in the 1080
want
pure
more.
1080 than
They're not
the
fond
newer
of my
games do.
views
It's
on
like the newer games have way too much rendering and stuff.
I doubt either candidate has been outside the Diamond Quarter in his life. But Lord Harrowmont seems a bit more forgiving. Prince Balin's brilliant, I'll give him that, and subtle as sin. But I don't think anything in Orzammar matters more to him than winning. As you wish.
Commander Shepard never says I should get going. He just says I should go.
They're everywhere.
No one else here of interest, so let's move on. Let's move on to the next part. Next part. Next part. Alright. Now then. We have Brother Burkle.
Maker's
Hello, Brother
blessing,
Burkle.
Ah, it's a great pleasure to meet a fellow believer.
And he
My
wants to
brother
open a
Burkle,
chantry in
the
Orzammar,
champion,
which kind of pisses everybody
returned to
off
my
because they
ancestors'
believe in
land
paragons
to
and not the
spread
maker.
chant.
Now again, if the maker
I'm
was
petitioning to open a
directly
chant
involved in
in
Andraste and all that,
The Shaper it controls changes, and Orzammar's
why do people not believe? It's
I need
pretty
the Shaper of
pretty
Memory's
uncanny.
permission to open a prayer meeting.
Oh, I'd hoped you'd say that.
After all, we know Andraste existed and we know what she did. She let herself get set on fire,
Please
kind of
let me
like
know
Joan
as
Van
soon as
Ark.
you've
I mean
heard
Joan of Arc. It's never Joan Van Arc. And up, see that? Dust Town. Don't want to go there. Oh, shopping.
Topsiders?
You're good for that.
Get some outside gold in here. Calm people down. Make them think we should open the gates for good. The
I'm
more
gonna try to make
facts
this one a little
you play, the
shorter
better.
than the last one because the last one was over an hour. So
Not your business, but I see where the gold is. He's the traditional pick, yet he wants a new way, whether some like it or not. Just as many say Harrowmont, neither are paragons, and the scales being equal, I go with the promise of more
I like
trade.
things to be concise. Let me see what you got.
I I'll take your gold. You're good for that.
I don't think he has it. A lot of them don't really have anything. He has that though. And I do need that. I'll buy that. I'll buy that for $1. Now then. 50 experience points. A key? I'm the fucking key maker, man.
I knew I should have stuck to common nugs. I've gone and lost them too.
Nug Wrangler.
No way.
You know what a nug is? A nug looks like a little pig.
Guess I'm shutting it down. Good on you.
Good on you, stranger.
Only need
They're
one
kind
to
of lying
turn this
around all over the place. I think the most I've ever had was like 9 or something. And shopping time.
Greetings and welcome to Garen
I like this
Luxury
weirdo.
Goods Shop. There are a lot of you, and I've never seen one of those before. The things they cover. What was I saying? Oh,
He got lyrium in his blood.
wouldn't notice. Most people don't anymore. Oh, maybe they're too polite to mention it. I had a little incident a few years back. Too much time with the raw lyrium ore, you know. Maybe it was a bad thing. I cut myself and the dust got straight in the blood. Since then, it's been a little hard for me to concentrate. Except when forging, then I'm straight as an arrow. Best work you've ever seen. Look around the shop. See for yourself. Of course.
Yeah, they can just take all that lyrium shit all they want. It's like
And you'll
drugs.
bleed from your eyeballs and hours. Weird seeing how big you are. Even surface dwarves lose it. Us down here, though, we should be able to handle it just fine. Only not too much and not every day. And not breathing the dust and not direct in the blood. Ancestors' own bad luck.
It's crazy.
Forgetful. Don't worry. I'm
Now I
fine.
saw that this Rad Brad guy had all these new games that he puts up, and
Enchanted.
you know, like I said, if you're making millions like him, you can afford all these games. But he was playing Titanfall. Now I'm wondering if what that response has been for that game, because I read up on that when they first announced it, really, and it didn't. Like I said, it was too much predicated on the Golden Mirror. Too much predicated on multiplayer, and I'm not really big on just multiplayer. There she is. There's Dagna.
Like you're not from around here.
Okay.
I've been trying forever to find someone who really knows the surface world. I don't suppose you've heard of something called the Circle? Oh, my lady.
Yeah, when you bring Win with you, it makes this a little bit easier. I was just wondering what the fan critiquing of that Titanfall game was. It just came out recently. Came out this past Tuesday, actually. And I'm still trying to figure out what game I'm going to review in April.
I've been trying to reach someone there for years. I've sent missives with every caravan, but I never get a reply.
I mean, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze was February, so I need something for April. I would like something for April.
I want to go to the Circle to study. I don't want to do magic. No dwarf can cast spells, but I don't see why I shouldn't study it. It would be a valuable exchange. Orzammar would learn of one of the great natural forces of the
There's
Circle.
always this, like,
And the Circle gains
subplot
direct
about
access to
dwarves
our
and
knowledge of
magic.
lyrium smithing.
I'm telling you, it's got to be Sandal.
That would be wonderful. My name is Dagna, daughter of Janar of the Smithcast. Tell them I've already begun reading the Teventer Imperiums for Tikum Kadab, and it's just fascinating. Did you know the Imperial Magister Lords once had genealogies of every human family known to produce a mage child? Oh, I'll go pack my bags right now. I'll be waiting by my father's shop.
Now we gotta talk to her father. Alright, that's the deep roads. And so you can get a lot of, but there's an egg, an egg, an egg. Give me that egg. You know, Nug backwards is gone. Just mentioning.
Go on.
There you
on
go
it.
with your
I've
nugs.
got nothing to sell. Saraka, I'm back in the game, such as it is.
Good on you,
I don't have
Shaggy.
much besides gratitude, but find a bunch more of these and I'll toss you whatever I found.
Yeah, you don't get much. 12 silver. Whatever. Nugs, nugs. There's an egg. Give me that nug. Give me that nug. It's probably 50. I always, whenever it comes to these side fetch quests that they have in BioWare games, it's always like, you think you have them all, like when you got like 6 and there's like 25. You know, what the fuck? Where did they get 25 from?
Armor or conversation? Has she been bothering you? It's a whiff of surface stink. She's like a cave tick. Won't let go. Ah, that girl. I've been telling her for years to give up those foolish notions. Magic's a human trick. If Dagna wants enchantment, I can apprentice her to a lyrium crafter.
This is Dagna's dream.
Yeah, you can't mess with me. I have a mage from the circle.
Do you even know what that means? If Dagna goes to the
And I have
surface, she forfeits her
coercion.
caste.
Don't forget the
She'll
coercion.
never be able to marry or
I can
work
coerce
in
anything I
Orzammar.
want.
Dwarves don't do
And you
magic.
need that if you want to
Dagna
become
knows that.
royalty of
It's
any
just
kind.
a childhood fantasy.
I'm still trying to figure out if I want to romance Morrigan,
Send her back and let me talk some sense
my
into
side mage piece. Morgan, I just want to be king, but I was wondering if you would rather be my side mage piece.
You're back? But it takes 2 weeks and 4 days minimum to make the journey to the Circle Tower.
I don't even know that. That's quite impressive.
And just a little disturbing.
Why do I get
Oh, Alistair, don't tell me you're not happy about this.
Tower is one of her favorite hobbies.
I'm guessing you haven't left yet. You talked to him? Of course he won't let me go. He wants to sell me off for the highest dowry. I don't care if I lose my caste. I'll stay on the surface forever. Thank you, thank you.
Well, I don't have to talk to the circle. I can just talk to Wynn. She's right there. Yeah. We're going to the Diamond Quarter. Alright. We're just going to the Diamond Quarter, so don't even mess with me. Okay. I'm not realizing I haven't used Sten in a while, but don't worry, I will. Oh, I will. Before that, I want to be able to have a dwarf and a dwarf's creation known as a golem.
Is it true there's civil war on this surface?
This is where all the nobles hang. Towermont's estate. Can't really go in there yet, so I'm not going to bother. Wall carving. Thank you. I want all my little experience points, my friends.
So this is except he isn't
Ooh.
there at the moment, I suppose.
Actually, this is the cat. Yeah, I don't want to go in there yet. So many locks I can pick in that motherfucker. That's the chamber of the assembly. Actually, I gotta go in there right now.
blessing for Orzammar to host your order. I am Vartak Gavorn. top
And as
advisor
I've
to
said
our good
before, I only
friend
go with Harmon. I don't deal Bane. That's the end of
As
that.
you like,
I always
Warden,
go with Harmon.
My prince has little time to spare on surface matters.
The assembly is in session. Enter quietly. Your mind has gone to dust if you think we would pass.
Now you get a nice taste of dwarven
Our houses
politics.
would go broke without the service trade.
The proposal is only effective until we have a king to ensure we are respected by the surfacers.
Leaving you conveniently positioned to take over all contracts. I'll see your head on a pike first.
Deshers, lords and ladies of the assembly.
So you gotta have one of them
I've already
beards with a whole
doubled
bunch
the
of
guard
pigtails
to
and
prevent
stuff on it.
violence. Must I summon more?
Steward Vandalor, Balin's sympathizers are tying our hands with trivialities. They may as well open us to the sky.
As you can see in this particular dwarven area, not all male dwarves have beards.
Of my family's mace. Enough.
And of course, like I said, they all want to
Assembly is
sell
in
everything with
recess
violence.
Until the members can regain control of their emotions. Stone-forsaken fools and dusters. I'm sorry.
I have to go to the
This is
Shaper Right,
assembly of the clans.
so I can get
Only
Beck
Dashers and
Freckles
occasional
thing
guests
together, and I can do a whole bunch of other stuff.
Forgive me.
I don't mean to pull rank, but I
completely
am a gray
forgot about the
motherfucking
message
warden.
from the gate guard.
And I need
Welcome
help.
to Orzammar, Warden. I hope you can forgive
Oh yeah,
our
you'll notice that
unrest.
as I get to the Dalish, there's another familiar voice, and that would happen to be the one that voiced over Ashley Williams. And the one that voiced over Ashley Williams is not as subtle as the one that did Gianna Parsini's voice. That's scattered throughout this entire. I'm wondering if Mark Meir is in this game. His voice, anyway. I know he played the Elven Prostitute in the Blooming Rose in Mass Effect. In Dragon Age 2. Mark Meir's voice is the one that voiced over the male shepherd. They call him Flibber. And I have favorited on my YouTube channel him saying "Well, bang, okay." It's awesome. There was a wait a minute, who's there? Oh.
I heard there was a Grey Warden.
There was a
I am Doolin.
convention that he was at,
Second to Lord Harrowmont.
where people were asking him to say specific lines from Mass
Word is
Effect.
spreading that the surface may
And
suffer a
I saw this video a few times too. And somebody asked him to say,
In an ordinary time,
somebody
Lord
asked him
Harrowmont
to
would
say, "Well,
be
bang,
honored.
okay," and he did. He said, "Well, bang, okay."
We've already caught
And then he also said, "Report to the ship ASAP." Well, bang, okay. It's just
So
great.
I'm afraid I
It's
won't
great.
be able to take your word. If you want to speak to
Mark Mears. I
Harrowmont,
wonder if I
you
forgot
need
if he was
to
on this one.
trust you. That's a generous offer.
Sure, he is. He's like in every BioWare game ever made.
The Deshers take it very seriously.
I have to go to the proving. I wonder if I should be able to get to the proving
Anyone found some way
before.
to blackmail or intimidate House Harrowmont's best fighters into stepping down.
I should be. I'm only going to go to the Shaper Right, and that doesn't take that long. So I should be able to get to the proving first
This is to be your
before I have to turn this off.
one who cannot keep his own men from running like frightened children.
Lord Harrowmont does not use threats or intimidation to motivate his men. He leads by example.
Ah, I see. So it's his
I
example.
didn't even get a
follow
chance to
as
talk to
they
Zevran and get some
cower from
favor.
this Prince Balin.
How dare you slander Lord Harrowmont?
Why should we ally ourselves with someone too scared even to grant us an audience? I suppose not everyone can face death as undaunted as an Antivan. It's true.
I don't even know. I forgot what Zevran was saying to this guy.
Balin would never work with anyone.
I know I've had Zevran in my party in this portion of the game so many times because of his interaction with Wynn.
Excellent. The arena is located off the common.
Well, bang, okay.
Talk to the proving master and tell
Wait,
him
don't I
to
have
bring
something
Lord
for
Harrowmont's
Zevran,
roster.
by the way? To get
Key fighters we
Zevran
lost,
in my
we don't, and vice
corner?
You can look for them in the fighter's preparation chamber.
Would you like to be in my corner?
And be sure it's before the fights begin. After the first bout, no one may change the roster. You need to find
The Shape
me.
Right looks like he's nervous,
I will
by the
wait
way.
in
Yes, sir.
Tapster's Tavern.
There is
If
no
I can
better
get to
place
it.
to hear gossip. Perhaps even word of your victory.
Yeah, like I said, Harriman to me in this game is like the mages in the second game. I always go for him.
Thief! Who would dare take... Warden, I'm outraged. A thief.
Another thing about dwarves is that
What have we been reduced to?
when you're proud of being casteless, they spit on you,
Brand across his head.
especially the
Almost
upper
like he
class.
took pride in being castless. Imagine.
Things have reached a pretty pass when
if he'd find a
someone
buyer for
pretty
a small
lower
town
class.
They couldn't know the value.
That was a quick mission. Orta.
Oh, pardon me.
Hello,
Particular
Orta.
volume. Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research. Not exactly, but I'm looking for any
If
birth
you got
records
money,
of the
honey,
oldest
I'm
one
more than
tied.
happy to be your man.
Fell in the last blight, and my mother's family claims to be related. If I'm an Orton,
So I
it
need
means
some
I'm
of that
no
money,
one.
honey.
I'd have my own house, a seat in the assembly.
Nobody's selling me wares
Any
for
records would be buried in
lint.
the Tig's
If that were the
ruins,
case, I
somewhere
would
in the
have
deep
all the wares I
roads.
needed.
A grave
That'd be funny,
warden?
right? If everything,
Mother
if you could
always
buy
said
things
that
with lint,
anyone could find the Tig. It was the wardens.
people be doing the laundry every
Prince
day.
Balin and
Oh
Lord
shit,
Paramount
quick.
have both been sending out small teams these days.
Give me that
Yes,
lint.
You can find the Tig in any records. That could do it. That could prove I'm a noble.
But alas, lint has no real value, so
Maybe now that you're looking,
that will not happen.
it's almost too much to hope.
Hello, Shape Air.
When I last walked this
Wondering if you can shape something for me.
was
See, he looks like
Balin,
he's,
Orzammar was
well, not
finished.
nervous, but
The memories
melancholy,
of the swiftness with
glum.
which change overtakes us. But it is different to see it firsthand. I apologize, Warden. I should not burden a stranger with such thoughts.
And he's got
I am
that
Zevor,
little
the
beard
shaper of
with the
memories.
pigtail things.
The Grey Warden
So he's the
is the
documenter.
recorded in the memories, along with all who accompany you.
He's the one that documents all the history.
That is an odd
You can ask
request,
him about it.
especially for one so new to our city. I thought so. This is not the first time he's made this plea. My answer to Brother Burkle hasn't changed. So I ask you the same. On what
And he'll
basis
give you all
would
that
have me
history.
insult
You know that
the
history I
ancestors,
missed when in my
overturn 2,000
in my home
years of
front? You
tradition?
know, he can.
He seems a charitable man.
I can go with cunning, but I'm going
That
to
is
just
a
go with
thin thread in which to tie
persuasion.
Orzamar's traditions.
But she
Very
needs a
well,
little
he may hold a prayer
persuasion.
meeting
You know,
at your
somebody
request,
put up like a
but don't
bunch of
feel that
plot
the
holes that
temple is
they
gone.
had in Beauty and the Beast,
At
and
least
I've
we
always
can
claimed that
one of our own.
Beauty and the Beast is one of the greatest
There
movies
anything
of all time. Disney's Beauty and the Beast.
We were a great
The
empire
plot
once,
holes made some sense,
outnumbering
but
even
really, to
humans
be
and
honest with
elves.
you, that's
We
way
traded with
over the top
Tevinter
nitpicking.
Imperium, and our land
Mama!
stretched deep
My
roads
sister used
clear
to always
the
mention,
above.
when the hell did she have Chip? When she was a
Kalsharok
pod?
capital then, but we
Yeah.
lost too many
Other stuff I
battles.
really don't really
We
think
lost our
about.
golems, and
Like
we
why
lost
the
our
Enchantress
territory.
changed him into a
Now
beast
the
when he was only
empire
11.
is
That's
simply
actually in the
ruined
fairy
tunnels
tale, I
filled with
believe.
darkspawn. They were once our highways beneath the mountains.
He was
Now the
transformed
darkspawn
from a
claim them
prince,
and
and they
keep
actually,
them there.
I
Except
don't think they
your
actually give his name.
Enter the deep roads when they
The other
require
stuff
it.
about like Belle not realizing
die
he was
slaughtering as many
a charming
darkspawn as
prince in
possible.
disguise. Yeah, okay, I don't really buy that.
The Paragon
And why
Caravan,
she didn't tell him
a smith
that
of unsurpassed
she'll be
genius,
back.
invented the golems.
The whole idea was
For
that
years
he
they
knew
were
he
our
was in
weapon
love
against
by
the
sending her,
darkspawn.
letting her,
One golem
letting her
was worth a
go.
dozen dwarves in
And
battle.
she knew she was in love when she came
Sheridan's
back. See,
tide
that's
is
the whole
far into
point.
the deep roads. When it
And the
fell,
reason why
we
she didn't
lost
say
the
she would be
secret
back is because
between
she wasn't
golems.
sure she would be back. She
There
wanted
are
to take
books
care of her
about it
father.
along these walls if you would read more. They are to us what a colony.
So if you're not going to pay attention to the details, then don't complain about
Other
the
side of
fucking
the old
details, people.
During the last blight,
It's like people who
kings of
complain about the
Orzammar knew they
prequels.
couldn't hold everything.
Well, why is it that
They
the
seized the
Jedi
deep
didn't
roads,
destroy the
abandoning
machines
everyone
immediately?
still
Well,
trapped
that's
in
not the way the
far-flung
Jedi
settlements.
work.
It was the only way to survive. Kalsharok is the only other city to
You want to talk
have
about
this
plot
plan.
holes?
We only
I can
rediscovered
sit here and
the
talk to you about a million plot holes in the
still haven't
Avengers,
figured
but I'm not going to.
The Paragon Caravan, a smith of unsurpassed genius,
invented the golems.
And forget, I won't even get into the
For years,
Transformers.
They were our weapon against the Darkspawn. One golem is worth a dozen dwarves in
Transformers don't even remain consistent in their own bullshit lore.
The deep roads. When it fell, we lost his secret to creating golems. There are books about it along these walls if you would read more. At the other side of the old empire.
Yes, the Shaper does know his history, doesn't he?
The kings of Orzammar knew they couldn't hold everything. They sealed the deep roads, abandoning everyone still trapped in far-flung settlements. It was the only way to survive. Kal Shirak is the only other city to outlast the Blight. We only rediscovered them recently, and they still have...
I read a lot of weird stuff on Facebook.
I will settle your mind if I can, Warden. All dwarves...
I think speaking to the Shaper might take up the rest of the time, so...
But only one
like I said, I do want to get to the proving first, and I will. I just want to take care of all this minor crap on the side. Want to get all your missions in tow, because whenever you actually start playing through the whole area, you'll see why you need all those side missions.
There is one paragon of this generation.
Yeah, Ralph Branca, the one that gave up the home run to Bobby Thompson.
But her inventions caught the Assembly's eye. Before she had seen 20 years, she created a smokeless coal. It could burn in a cave without vents and no one would choke from it. It earned her paragon status. She went into the deep roads 2 years ago seeking out secrets of the ancient smiths.
I read a lot of weird things. I saw this other thing. It was like these shocking pictures and stuff like that. They were pretty interesting. Of course, they had to have one with Bin Laden.
His children formed the noble
God forbid you can't go a minute without Bin Laden.
Trained his sons to defend their king. They became the warrior caste. Shotyar founded the artisans.
They were all groove
forged our first
grooving hippies back then, man.
Orzammar
Their afros and their bell bottoms.
Our city's foundations. The twins Koapar and Noct both founded trading houses, but Noct was wounded in battle. On his recovery, he swore to serve his brother's sons.
I like to see how long this conversation is, actually.
Criminals and those repudiated by their own families.
I think it's already gone on for about 5 minutes.
Live by human laws. They have no ancestors to guide them and no family.
So much lore.
Their parents defied their
so much codex.
Children into the world. It's better they die young. Their births are not recorded in the memories.
There got to be some other classic games I can play through.
Is there something more pleasant you
if I had a what do you call
it? A great empire once.
The
outnumbering
any online dollars for the Nintendo Wii U, I could probably get some classic games, like real old games. Play through that.
But we lost too many battles. We lost our golems. And we lost
Not to mention there's still Super Street Fighter I haven't played through yet.
The Empire is simply ruined tunnels filled with Darkspawn. Your presence here has been recorded in the memories. I wish I knew.
Then again, I also have Street Fighter versus Capcom 2. I could always play through that, but I suck at that game. I absolutely suck at that game. And you want to see a game that actually had the opportunity to maybe possibly finish in front of you. You don't want me to waste your time on a game that really I cannot get through. Trust me, it doesn't help anyone. Now, I was watching that movie. Ooh, I can break that. Yep, no problem.
Complete.
That was a big one. I was watching that movie. What was it? Now You See Me. And I noticed two things. One, Isla Fisher is still so fucking hot. And two, I noticed that it actually didn't seem like it was a bad movie. You know, it was one of those movies that I was kind of interested in because I like that. You know, I like the prestige, even though it didn't really make any sense. And when I say it doesn't really make any sense, what I mean is that the ending is just a little bit too over the top bizarre. That they were like clones of him. Whoops, I gave it away. But I like those movies, you know, those magician movies. I like seeing magicians. And whether or not I know how they do it, you know, That's not what's important. What's important is actually watching them do what they do.
Raise your voice.
And that particular movie seemed pretty interesting. I just got up to like the first like 20 minutes. And then I kind of had to stop.
Lord Balin at your peril.
So I have no idea what happened after the first 20 minutes.
2 years.
I did notice that Eyes of the Fisher is still fucking hot. Just thought I'd mention that one more time. She's Australian. There's a lot of Australian actresses around, and they're all pretty hot. Jan Strachowski. Eyes of the Fisher. There's a few, actually. I can't, off the top of my head, remember, but there are a lot. Just take my word for it. There are a lot. And a lot of them have different, like, ethnic background type names. Whether they're real or not is not the question. Oh, a document. Hey, a nug. Give me that. Give me that nug. Now here's the proving, so let's get ready for the proving. Oh yeah, I gotta talk to Brother Burkle. Well, I'm getting to that. I can do the proving first. Proving's probably the shortest part of this whole game. Well, this whole portion of the game, anyway. It is time to speak to these two here.
Look, I already told the proving master I withdrew.
He was fucking a rich bitch.
Why, I'm Basil Harrimont, but you know
You'll
that,
find
right?
out what I'm talking about.
If you weren't looking for me, do me a favor and pretend I never said anything. I left the proving on my own business, and I have no intention of discussing it. Look, it's just, when I was younger, I had a thing with this Idukan girl.
Yeah, nobody cares about you and your extracurricular activities.
So they matched her with a BMO. But we didn't exactly stop seeing each other. She's married to
Like I said when I told you that this part was really long, I've been playing for about an hour and I still haven't actually gotten to the main portion of the Orzammar.
Balin
So
found out, and I can't even help my cousin for fear he'll tell her husband.
this is why this game is over 35 hours long.
If they were made public, she'd be disgraced. Her husband would cast her aside, and I would be lucky to be allowed to die in a duel. You do that.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm a rogue.
I don't know how to
I've got
thank
great
you.
lockpicking
I
skills.
know it's my own fault, but I'd have married her if I could. Balin's fighter Miaja has the letters. If you make sure
I'll
she never
get you
shows
your
me
love
anymore,
letters.
I'll fight for Harrimont again. But you need to find them quickly. Registration's closed once the first bout starts.
There's one, and here... Wait, that's the Proving Master. I don't care about the Proving Master. Not right now, anyway. Got some other shit to do. Here's the other guy that's got to get back into the fight. Oh, Russian.
You new in the fights? I don't remember seeing you before. Far be it from me to tell you your business. But you might wanna take
Yeah,
a
why don't you
closer
step
look
up and
before you jump into local
take care of that yourself?
Were I you, I'd follow my
You're here for it,
resign and let Harrimont fight his own battles. I'm Guidon, by the way. It's been a pleasure. I bet he did.
His reason for
That
dropping
man
out
thinks
is
nothing
not
of you.
as
Well, you could just tell him I had my
complex
reasons.
as the other guys.
It's not so much what happened as what's going to. I heard from a reliable source, Lord Harrimon's already given up the throne. Balin called this whole proving to let his lordship save face when he
His just needs a little persuasion.
Oh? And where did you hear this? That's more reliable than a member of the assembly. I suppose there's nothing his
Yeah, I'm gonna
lordship
shut
would
you
do
down
without
so you can fight.
consulting Doolin. He's always been his
I
top
mean, if
man.
you're a warrior,
Maybe
you
you're right.
probably wouldn't.
I'm just a warrior.
care about
always
getting
tried
shot
to
down
stay
anyway.
out of these
Shouted
noble
down to
politics.
anyway.
If I find out
Sorry,
this
I'm
whole thing was some flunky of
starting to
Balin's
feel
lying
myself
to me
falling
for his own
asleep.
gain,
No, I'm kidding. I'm not falling asleep.
maybe I will at that.
Well, maybe I am, but I'm not gonna actually do it. I'll stay up. I think I might actually take a nap.
Fine to see
Let's
you.
see what you got to sell.
A number of people have told me they hope to see you in the provings. It's a rare opportunity to fight against someone so exotic.
I don't have much to sell you, but I know that you
We were
have something
hoping
to
you'd
sell
take
me.
part in some informal action. Say the word and I'll line up a team from one of the younger houses. They don't often get a chance to test themselves.
You know, I might not even actually begin the
Hungry bunch you
proving. I'm
employ
going to end this one pretty early because the other one was
Understand
over
that there's no
an hour
concern for
long, like I
fairness
said
here.
before.
Your
I only want to do about
battles will
2
be
hours a
hard-won.
day, so.
The younger houses are interested in unorthodox tactics. Many hire mercenaries to augment traditional strengths. Anything goes is a fair description. We give small payouts, maybe a bonus from time to time. But this isn't about money. It's about skill and the chance to show it. I'll be here.
Yeah, I want to deal with this right now. First, I gotta get those letters. And they are on the other side. After I get these letters, I guess that'll be it.
Watch for Piotr Naidukin. He's won the squad combat 4 years running. He has 11 decapitations so far. He needs just 3 more for the one-season record. Front row seats at every Grand Prix.
I like these fans too.
Name's Vardic. I gotta
Not,
control
not a
interest
fan
in
like the
mine
one
or
that you
he'll
see
lose
in
his
the Oblivion
My
gamer group.
backers know not to hand me a pick if he
It's
gave his blood on
you,
stone.
the hero of my garage.
They change from round to round. Sometimes it's bare hands, sometimes weapons, sometimes pairs or squads. It's announced when the fight begins. That's about all the warning anyone gets. Me? Are you out of your mind? I'm a miner, not a warrior.
That's a mighty full mustache you got there.
I'm telling you, Piotr will take the prize.
By now, if I don't know what the
Gold on it.
proving is, I might as well just take one of those swords and stab it in my head. Because obviously I'm not using it for much more than anything else. Alright. So we've got a treasure chest to crack. Ooh, what are you two doing in there, huh? Ooh.
All over now.
Yeah, no lock's gonna stop my ass.
Finished.
Alright, time to get out of here. Wait a minute. No, I'm not going that way. I was going the right way before. Let me give the guy the letters, and then I'm going to meet up with the proving guy, and that'll be all. Here are your goddamn filthy letters.
The proving's almost starting. I should leave if you haven't found anything. Where did you get those? No,
You
I
filthy
don't want
animal.
them. Just thank you. I can't say what it means to know my Revelka is safe. I will be glad to fight for Harrimont in the provings. Thank you again, friend.
There we go. I got some companions. Alright, I'm going to stop here, and we're going to go on with the proving and all this other Orzammar stuff tomorrow. And hopefully we'll get through this portion of the game, but I highly doubt it. So I will see you then. Take care.